Alright, what up guys? This is Nick back here with another video, and today I got a new project that I'm about to start. It's something that I've been wanting to do on some shoes. I just haven't got around to doing it. So today I went to the store and I picked up some Air Force Ones. You know, the same ones I normally like to work on. This leather, I really like to mess with this leather right here. So it's pretty good for me to draw on. And for whatever reason, this type of leather makes my work look a little bit better. So that's why I chose to do these today. But recently I've been kind of catching up on Mortal Kombat. I just watched the new, well, it's not new, but I just watched the Scorpion's Revenge movie, the animated one that just came out in like 2020 or something like that. So I got inspired to do a new Mortal Kombat piece. So that's what I'm thinking about doing on these shoes. I'm excited to get started and ready for you guys to go along with the ride for me. Alright guys, so let's start by finding some good reference images. So of course I'm gonna look at who I would want to get. So let's type in Mortal Kombat characters. So there go my boy. So I'm looking at taking this one, taking Scorpion, and then I'll take Sub-Zero. I think I'll do that. That's a good one to start out with the two most iconic ninjas that's out there. So I think that's a good way to start, and then I might do a whole series on Mortal Kombat characters. But as of right now, I'm gonna start with these two and see how these turn out. So I really like this image right here, this Scorpion from Mortal Kombat 11. So I'm gonna see if I can find one of Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 11, and we can get started with that. All right, guys. So this is me getting into the piece, me laying the line work in. I was really excited to do this piece because Scorpion is my favorite character from the whole Mortal Kombat series in general. You know, so I really love to do this because I was so passionate about it. It was easy for me to do. So the first thing I wanted to make sure I wanted to make sure I chose good quality images. So I showed you guys which ones I was looking at. So, but I did this piece on the fly. I didn't do like a markup or anything before it, so I did all of this off the top of the dome. But which made it more fun because I really had to think my way through it as I was doing it. So like me and my brother really love to play Mortal Kombat together. I wish they would put this feature back into the new games that's about to come out or will come out eventually. Is the tag ladder match that they used to do on Mortal Kombat 9, the last one I believe on Xbox 360 and PS3. So I wish they would bring that feature back because that's like me and my brother used to play that all the time, and I think it's a good way to you know, spend time with people and have fun playing the game. So that was cool doing it that way. I really enjoyed that. So that's really what got me back into playing Mortal Kombat games. So I would say Mortal Kombat 9 is my favorite Mortal Kombat game of all time, pretty much, because that's like it just brought the fun back into it. Like a lot of them, Deception and Deadly Alliance, like the story was good and all of that, but it was kind of getting played out a little bit. It still was good. It was cool. You would still buy it just strictly because of the brand, but you know what I'm saying, it kind of was losing me a little bit. But when Mortal Kombat 9 came out, it kind of brought me back into the series or whatever. So I really enjoyed making this one because I had played. Me and my brother used to play the game, and I had just watched the movie, so I was kind of feeling real motivated to do this piece. So as I go about doing this, like how I did this with my typical process of how I like to make shoes. So like anybody that's looking to get into it, you know, I typically get a shoe, lay the groundwork in, and then you know, paint it or whatever. Like it's like the only thing about it is just putting all those layers down. Like if that's something, if you're looking to get into this, like putting the layers down is probably going to be the most tedious part, because especially if you got, like, depending on how thick your paint is, that's one thing. Depending on how light the color is, like yellow is the most difficult color to paint because, you know, yellow is probably the most neutral color, so you have to make sure your brushes are completely clean, because if any other color get mixed in there, it's going to overtake the yellow. And then when you got stuff like gold takes a whole bunch of layers to lay over. So like making this shoe took a long time. So you know what I'm saying, stuff like that is cool. What I like to do is I like to just you know, kind of stencil it in or whatever, like this, how I'm doing with Sub-Zero right now. Stencil it in, And then once I get to I can draw, I could have hand drew it on there, but once I like to do this, so once I get to the point to where I'm comfortable with the proportions, I'll just draw the rest of it in myself. But like a lot of the times I'll just stencil it the whole thing in, because it's no point like what you trying to prove. I know how to draw. I ain't trying to prove to y'all I know how to draw. You can see it. So some people say that's cheating, but oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to make a good piece. I don't care about how my methods are going about to do it. So yeah. So the materials I use the Angelus paint is normal. Like, you see, I use a light blue to lay that base layer on the toe box and all of that, and then I went over with the fluorescent blue to make it give it that shine, and then I just use regular pens and pencils, and you know what I'm saying, adhesive promoter to make sure the paint stick. Acetone it down real good. I mean, the process is very simple. Like, you know what I'm saying, as long as you do the prep work, the shoe is gonna come out fine. So it was cool. So then one of the things I was kind of thinking about talking about when I was making this piece was the movie that came out in 2021 really disappointed me. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of skeptical about watching the Scorpion's Revenge movie because I didn't know whether or not it was going to be good or not. But the 2021 movie was terrible. Like, to me, like Sub-Zero was cold in there. Now, Sub-Zero was the truth. But everything else, I wouldn't feel it. I don't even know who the cold young dude was. That was just a new dude they introduced or something like that. I don't even know who that was. And I wasn't feeling him at all. And then Liu Kang, I don't know, Liu Kang, he was so soft in there. And Raiden, he didn't do anything. And I was like, man, they wasting the character. They got a nice cast, but they wasting the characters. So that movie disappointed me. The animated movies were good though. That shocked me, because when I watched Scorpion's Revenge, I went back and watched the one, I want to say it's Legends or something like that. I went and watched it after the fact, and that one was pretty good. Like, that one was pretty good too. So I enjoyed those, but I did not enjoy the live action one. And they talking about making a second one. I probably won't go see that, because that was kind of boring. So this probably will be the first. I might do a series of these, because I might not do shoes. I might do some canvases, but this might be the first of a few of these I'll do, because Mortal Kombat is a very interesting series to me, and it's one that I played growing up. It's part of my childhood, so I don't see this going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mortal Kombat has had a huge impact on my life, so you know what I'm saying. I feel like I kind of owe it a little bit of a tribute or something like that. Just make a whole bunch of pieces like that. And since these shoes right here will be available when I go to Chicago on August the 10th through the 13th. So August 10th through the 13th. So once I get there, these shoes will be available. So if you somebody who interested in buying a shoe or getting a shoe made, that's cool. Like, but I normally make them and just take them to conventions and stuff to display and stuff like that. But if you want me to make you pair, that's no problem. It's no problem either way. But just reach out to me. Let me know if you got any ideas. Just get back with me. You know what I'm saying? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you want to know more in depth about how I made it, like go into specific detail, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's very easy once you do it. Like the biggest issue that I had starting out was making sure you put down enough layers to make sure that the colors look thick enough on there, and then make sure, and it depends on your preference too, because I like to use pens when I outline the work, but some people like to use the paintbrush. Whichever one floats your boat. To me, I have a hard time painting very thin with a paintbrush. So that's kind of difficult for me. But long as the shoe uphold, the quality of art uphold, I'm still fine with that. So that's something you have to play around with. I mean, experience is the best teacher. That's my thing. You gonna mess up some shoes. I got a video up already about how to reuse shoes that you've already customized. If you like on a budget or something like that, you want to customize shoes, but you don't want to go out and spend $50, $60, $100 on a pair of shoes every time you want to customize something. So I made a video about how you can reuse shoes that you've already made. Now the bad part about it is you have to keep recycling that shoe. So if you wanted to sell it, you can never make any money off of it. But the good thing is you could build a portfolio, a nice big portfolio using the one shoe. So you just have to keep reusing that. Now eventually it'll wear down and the shoe might tear apart, but you can get at least 6 or 7 good uses out of it before you do that. So like I got a tower of shoes back here now that I gotta do. So you know what I'm saying, I found a good deal on those. So I got a tower of shoes I'm gonna end up doing like that now. But you know, if you're somebody who's just now starting to get into it, it's like mess around, like go try some stuff, figure out what you like and what you don't like, figure out what people are interested in that you do, like, you know what I'm saying, because don't look at somebody who's like popular and big and be like, oh man, I can't do it like they doing it, because you don't need to. Like, if your artwork is good enough, people will support you. So that's one thing I would say if you somebody who's starting out. Like I got like what 1300 subscribers on YouTube. I'm not big in no regard. So you know what I'm saying, just think about that. And I got people who support me. So if I was you, if you need this video to start, go ahead and start. But I know I've been rambling about the past 2 minutes about this. So if you guys like this video, you know what I'm saying, please subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying, show your boy some love. Let me know what you like about the video. Let me know what you didn't like about the video. I got some pictures I'm about to post up here. So you know what I'm saying, let me know how you feel about the end product. And if you would like to, you know what I'm saying, purchase something from me, reach out to me, or get me to make something, just reach out, let me know, and we can go from there. Hope you like the end result.
Black skies.